Kelowna Mayor Tom Dyas on the morning after what has been a busy council week this week. Thanks for taking time.
No, definitely. Thank you for putting aside the time too.
Kelowna Springs, a long day on Tuesday, but an outcome you say you kind of expected. Why and how did we get there?
We got there through a process of, as many know, that a designation within an OCP was changed to industrial. But the land itself was still stated as recreational. So there was great concerns that that process came about too fast. It came about during a period of COVID where there wasn't the engagement with the public that needed to be had. As you heard from council members last night who were there at that particular point in time, it was presented on later in one week and adopted early into the next week. So the process went through fairly quickly, and an individual bought the lot on the basis that it will be industrial. What has happened since then, there was great concern with people in this community that they did not have an opportunity to be heard. And so we went through a process of opening up that file again and allowing it to go to public hearing. When it went to public hearing, the landowner had the opportunity to come before us and speak with regards to how he saw the property being developed. And it is important to note that one of the things I had said last night was I said was proud of council, and because what took place with council bringing this back, it changed the look even during our discussions to something that everyone had in their head, which was along the lines of what Piermac properties would look like out at the airport, a very, industrial-like area that would be elevated 6 or 7 feet and have a bunch of crush on it and development buildings, industrial buildings. We had met with the landowner and had mentioned to the landowner that, the vision that they had prepared was one that was not comfortable with residents, and that it's something that they needed to sit back and take a look at on what messaging they were moving forward. And they responded to that. And that came from council moving this to a public hearing. And as you had seen in the public hearing last night, there was a little bit of a middle road trying to be established, where is there a possibility of looking at something that would still may have a golf course on it, but may have industrial on it.
Do you like that compromise?
I'm not 100% certain yet, because we haven't truly had enough time to digest it and take a look at it and see if it's all viable. But what it did show is that good discussion happening, a proper process where citizens were able to state how they felt about it. They felt that it came about too fast. It wasn't something that they were engaged in. So it allowed us to look at that. It allowed us to have discussions with the developer. And from here, as I had mentioned, they still own the land, and they do own the land. And I know that they'll come back before us with considerations for that. And I think the whole over project will be better for that.